Welcome to the Notorious Scoundrels, a Star Wars Legion podcast bringing you the latest news, general perspective, and competitive discussion.
Hello and welcome to BatS Rodeo, featuring Johnny Bushfax, Evan, the Raccoon Tycoon.
Hey, how you doing?
Tennessee Tim, the redheaded redneck.
Who doesn't live in Tennessee and is not originally from there. Disclaimer. Thank you.
disclaimer.
And I'm your host with the most, Jay Chaotic Neutral Shalansky. Let's play Legion, everybody.
You're not chaotic neutral. You're just chaotic.
I'm neither good nor evil. It's just chaos. You're
Relatable.
Right. Yeah. It, I guess depends on who you are. Yeah. So, anyways, we're here, as Kyle so lovingly dubbed it the last podcast, that anytime we have this lineup or a lineup similar, it's the BatS Rodeo. So here we are. No Kyle, the kids are here. We're gonna do whatever we want. So take that, Kyle.
Dad's gone. Time to show illegal Lego building techniques.
What were you saying, Evan? Weekends are for the boys.
Weekends are for the boys. Yeah, so sorry for the delay this week on the cast. Kyle and I were both under the weather, and Kyle still is, so he's not going to be on tonight's cast, but I brought on Evan and John to fill his shoes just because that seemed like the right thing to do.
Took me on, got me on there to take a dump in those shoes. So there we go.
That's right. And so today we're mainly going to be talking about PAX. All four of us, Kyle, hopefully too. We're all going to PAX, and so we thought we would talk about that. We'll go through our list, what we're bringing, and then we've got a new segment. Just because we want to be in high competition with the Legion 99 podcast. So instead of helping us win worlds, because we all know we're going to anyways,
that's a statement.
Yeah, we're going to help Tim win PAX because he's got to start somewhere, right? So
maybe even just help Tim place top 4 in PAX. Yeah. There you go.
If we could help Tim win one game, this
help Tim not flop at PAX.
Help Tim go positive. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, but let's do just a little bit of housekeeping. So basically, the main thing I want to talk about is we were lucky enough to we were talking about Onslaught, which is a new Dungeons and Dragons game by WizKids. We were lucky enough to actually get one of the first boxes of the game in the wild, and we did an unboxing. So I would really love it if you guys could go to our YouTube channel and watch that unboxing and boost them numbers. And it's a great game. We've been having a lot of fun with it. Evans has played, and I've played through a game. We've got a bunch more content coming out with Onslaught. We're really excited about that and really thankful to WizKids for sending that over to us. So go check that video out. It's on our YouTube channel. That's all for my housekeeping for today. We're trying to keep this episode real short. So that's it. What do you think, Evan? Was that good?
That was good.
Real short with 4 people. There you go.
Yeah. Well, we've got whenever you're listening to this, the next day after we've got the AMA too, so you're getting double the content.
Yeah,
in a week.
Yeah, we do our live Q&A on our Patreon, so we got a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yes, we.
Yes.
Next month, Tim's coming. I've already decided. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're slowly integrating him into the Fifth Trooper.
Not much longer. You're gonna join the Fifth Trooper Discord there, Tim.
He will be assimilated.
I haven't figured out where Jay lives yet, so that I can't crash after dark or whatever.
It's real scary coming up here.
Yeah, it's a little sketch, especially in the winter.
I believe that. Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, so anyways, let's talk PAX, boys. Are you ready? Let's start with that question.
Yeah. I'll just go in. Yeah. So actually I went through like 5 lists, and I just because we know points are like coming this month, right? Like ubiquitous when. So like my investment to care about a unit, just everything just kind of fell off because it's always that time before a points update where like nothing matters. You're kind of like, well, just maybe this will be good later this month, maybe it won't. So I just went to a standard Krennic Bosk, 2 Death Trooper, 3 Shore, 3 Mortar, and I'm even playing the Imperial 1 pip, just all the suppression, baby. Like that's all I'm here for, because I expect pikes, and I can't kill pikes, but I might be able to make them run. 2 mortar shots sometimes scoots them off the board. So I'm not looking to hurt you. I'm just looking to make you go. Until I run to a Palpatine or a Commander Vader.
I don't think you're gonna run into a Palpatine.
You almost did on my end. I was very
well. Either way,
close. Very
either
close.
way, the pikes don't get to use that courage.
No, yeah, well, not well, more in general, if like a bad matchup would be like
Okay.
or like I don't know, not even like 6 courage, 6 courage guys. I'm not too worried about, because the amount of suppression I can just like dole out is not for nothing. In my big play of like, if I see I have a lot of 1 courage guys, I dump Annihilation Looms, and I have strict orders in all my shores, so I everyone gets 2 actions, you don't. Like it's old stuff. This is like 2019 meta stuff, but it's just something like, I don't know. I want to do it. Yeah, man. Like I know IG's is good, and I'm like, well, I want to play him, but Bosk has suppressive, so it feels really silly not to take him to double down on what I'm doing. We'll see. It's just kind of a very smooth brain. I make a gun line and I shoot at you, and either I win or I lose. Either like the first 2 rounds tells me it's going good, or Darth Maul gets in my line and I'm like, well, it's been fun. You know, like,
there it is. There's the real narrative right there. And Darth Maul is here. Okay. Or more than likely, oh, there's a bus with Maul or Luke in it. Okay. And it's here. And
so I took double Overwatch. So on my Death Trooper, so when I do deploy the garrison, it's actually pretty gnarly.
Range 3, baby.
Yeah, and then you may think range 3 isn't great with all the range 4, but tables are usually pretty built, so you can usually get away with it. But yeah, it's a pretty standard list.
I feel like range 4 obviously is all the rage with all like the long range shots and everything, but range 3 is like where the most of the game actually happens.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you take your shots at range 4, and that's great to get those early shots in. But really, like, if you're talking about scoring objectives, you got to get 3 or closer.
You remember when Rebels were the best range 3 shot? That Z6 was considered the best gun in the game.
Yeah. Oh wow! I genuinely, up until this moment, for the longest time, I forgot the Rebels had a Z6.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, why? DLC is just good.
Yeah. I genuinely forgot.
We talked about this, I think, on the we did last episode. We did like our Christmas wish list, and we were talking about what we wanted to see in the points drop. And one of the things I said along this lines was that I'd love to see the Stormtrooper DLT 19 and then the Z6 for the Rebels drop in points, because I think that's the only way to see them come back.
We could go off on a tangent here, but I don't think the points are the problem for the DLT, because 20 points is pretty cash money. It's the 2 dice right now.
Yeah, but sure. But if that price is much cheaper, you're more likely to take that. And like, you know what I mean? And like, if you're building a list and just to get that firepower into the list, right? If it's like a 17 or a 16 point, now it's looking a little bit more enticing, and you can fancy up some lists with it.
Maybe.
Pintel's pretty mean though. Pintel OP, please nerf.
But really quick before we keep going, I did want to say that we're up to, I think it was 65 players the last time I saw for PAX. They're taking registrations up till the morning of, so you can show up and play. If you go to Game Uplink, legion.gameuplink.com, our new TO software, you can go search for the PAX event, and you can register right on our tool right now. So if you have a PAX ticket, you're more than welcome to join whenever. I'm calling it like a competitive casual event, because
I was gonna say, so I am curious on the TO side of things. Like, so if someone signs up Friday or whatever, do they technically, because lists were due Monday, do you start with a hard warning, or do we just not care? Like, I'm fine with either one, because
I didn't register till today. I put in my list, so I don't know, whatever. I think it's one of those things, because it's so originally, back, oh gosh, how long ago, Evan, did we do that PAX Unplugged? Was that like when we first started, like 2018, I think.
Yeah, that was when Keyforge.
Yeah, so Keyforge
out,
first came out. I actually helped TO. Yeah, I helped TO that PAX. That was the first time PAX had Legion. And back then, even they wanted it to just be kind of a casual event. And so, you know, I think even though some of us have tried to make it a little bit more competitive, if you look at the players going, it's going to be a highly competitive event.
Yeah.
You know,
I looked at that roster the other day. I was like, oh, so I'm not making it out alive. All right, got it. So we're just here for a good time, not a long time. All right.
Dude, yeah, I mean, you're like a lot of the top players are going to be there. It's really wild. You know, you got David Zelenka coming up. Mike Berry's going to be there. Kyle. Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of known players that are going to be there.
Cirillo will be there.
Cirillo, yeah, that's right.
Mike Berry as well.
He said that already. Yeah.
Mike Berry's gonna be there, guys. Remember Dashes? Yeah, Dashes is gonna be there. Mike Berry.
Let's see who else. I'm trying to think.
Ed's on there.
Oh, I think I saw Rob sign up.
Rob Kopp's gonna be there.
They're just people just coming out the woodwork.
Dude, yeah.
It's like, all right,
it's gonna be great.
Cool.
Like I'm really excited.
It's gonna be a great time. Yeah.
And I think, you know, the thing for me is there's nothing really on the line for this one. It's like this really cool fun event before besides the flights.
There it is.
Yeah. So top
in this economy, there's a lot on the line.
That's true. So top 4 are getting flight vouchers, and then 2 random people are getting flight vouchers, and that's sponsored by Game Uplink, our TO software, the Legion Discord, and Legion Tournament Circuit. So that's the sponsors of that.
And I'll say too, as a bit of an outsider looking in, I love that too, because like realistically, I don't expect to get to the top 4. It's fine. But I'm a big fan of anything, whether it's flights, swag, whatever, that encourages people to stay the whole time.
Yeah.
I hate for big events, locals, sure, but for big events, I hate drops. And I hate when people drop out because it kind of throws everything off and it kind of screws it up.
Yeah.
It's like I'm a big fan of encouraging people to stay for the whole thing.
So I really think outside of LVO, I think this might be one of the bigger like swag events because I know what we're bringing from the 5th Trooper, which is a lot of stuff.
LVO was not heavy on the swag.
I think the one before maybe.
It was decent. We had a lot of dice.
Oh, okay.
Dice. We had the lightsaber objective markers, silhouettes.
There were some little promo things.
All right, fine. I don't care. We
didn't all get trophies. Sorry.
Lord.
I mean, I got a block of wood. That was my second place trophy.
Maybe it was just you.
I would love that block of wood. I'd
kill
a lot
for
of
a
things
block
for
of
that
wood
block of wood.
So maybe it's the number one event swag wise. I know what we're bringing. 6-Up Supply is gonna have a ton of stuff that like it's gonna be pretty incredible. And so so I was just trying to encourage more people to play. If you're going to be at PAX and you hadn't made up your mind yet about Legion, or you still want to go to PAX, I'm pretty sure you could still register for PAX right now and go and sign up for the Legion event.
Yeah, if you wait 20 minutes, you'll hear all 4 of our lists and how to counter them.
That's right. Just play me is how you counter it.
But, Hey, show up.
Please build the counter me.
So Tim, let's do your list. We'll do your list last, Tim, so that we can help you win PAX because we're gonna tear your list apart.
As you should.
Now that it's already locked in and built, we're gonna tell you why.
Now that it's too late to change. Good luck.
So I'm gonna go next.
Oh, my list is so bad.
First.
I'm really excited about mine. Just like Evan, I'm going back in time as well to 2019.
Okay.
Right before pandemic, Jay is back in full flavor, and I'm bringing
salt,
and I'm bringing Empire, and I'm bringing back the original.
How original.
Yeah, so
daring, aren't we?
Double ATST, double dewback, triple naked stormtroopers, and triple snipers. That's what I'm playing.
That's a list.
And if you guys listen to that, anyone looking to do anything about that, you'll notice I didn't name any commanders or operatives. So good luck with bounty, you losers.
I think that part of that list, I think there's something to that.
Yeah.
Because I looked a lot. I don't have the practice down for it, but if I had been practicing, I would have brought AAAT, because then you just laugh at bounty.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's nice. You got bounty? I don't care. Yeah, that was part of it. So my mindset behind it was twofold. One, I wanted to have fun. When I was on the Legion 99 cast, we had talked about the 2018 or whatever packs that I played before it was even close to being good. I brought Han double airspeeder when airspeeders were real bad.
And Han
was real bad. Yeah, nothing about that was good.
Han was great. I don't know what you're talking about.
So
actually, back in the day,
Nick had said it would be funny if I brought like an updated version of that, but I was like, nah, I don't really want to do that. And so I was like, you know what? I'll go back in time and I'll bring back the ATST. So my old list is coming back. This version I brought the snipers. Usually I had sabs on there, but with pikes and everything being the way it is right now, the snipers are way more effective in this meta. So
cash money.
Yeah. I did debate for a moment of bringing, instead of the snipers, of bringing just the four-man troops.
The recons, the scout troops.
Yeah, because they
bad.
Recon 3 and 8 black dice. When you hit somebody.
Well, Recon 3, 8 black dice, and low profile, and surging white dice. I mean, they're not as good as red dice, but it's still surging white dice. I mean, they're great objective grabbers.
Yep.
You'll hit four hits on average, right? Yep. And sometimes you just roll 8. Sometimes you're like, sorry.
That's true. Yeah.
But
it happened to be Buffalo.
Yeah, Buffalo. How'd that go, Tim? Great, huh?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, it was a good time. But I played a list that was IG 88. Sorry, I got to clarify. 88 Boba, and then some assorted different things. But then including in those things were 2 full scouts.
Nasty.
That were just naked, just full scouts. Like they
just naked.
Their whole job was to run up and grab the box and get out of there, which is exactly what they did.
Yeah. But so that's what I'm bringing. I'm really excited about that. As Evan would say, this is a press W list. So it's just like, I'm just gonna press W and see if you're gonna do anything about it. I'm guessing.
Except you're not even gonna press W. You're just gonna sit there and press fire.
Yeah, I mean,
shoot.
The whole basis of this list is you just sit the 2 ATSTs there, you wait, you shoot, and then you use the dewbacks as linebackers to cover any of your flanks. Like it's a real simple list. I don't have any tricks, so I don't mind telling you guys now, because there's no tricks. There's no you're not gonna be shocked by anything. It's just a hard list to eat through all those wounds. That's basically all it is.
What was your core again?
Just 3 naked stormtroopers. Yeah, and so the ATSTs are so one has General Vice, they have the Twin Light, the Mortar, and Link Targeting Ray. The other one has the Elite Armor Pilot, which is the Surge Pilot, the Mortar, the Twin Light, and then Link Targeting Ray. So they're, and then the dewbacks got Tenacity and the T-21 blasters on them. So they're, they're going to do some cleanup and get in the melee and do the nasty.
8 or 7 units that are invincible to enemy snipers. Like your snipers don't care about enemy snipers, your dewbacks don't care about them, and your ATSTs don't care about them.
Nope.
Yep. They roll 2 crits.
Yeah.
then they start caring about it.
Yeah.
That's not what Imperial snipers do. Imperial snipers blank out 9 times.
2 blanks always.
Yeah. 2 surges. Yay.
But yeah, so that's what I'm running. Johnny Bush facts. What do you got?
Oh man.
Do you know? Did you submit yet?
I did submit a list. I had some ideas. No, I can't. No, I mean, maybe that would have been better than what I submitted.
Wait. I bet you it's Lando. Is it Lando? Din?
Luke. No, Lando
Din.
Luke.
Does he look like a bitch?
sniper.
So here's the thing. I've been trying a lot of rebel lists without Luke, and I've just been missing Luke in my life. I feel I've gotten pretty good with him. So he's like a crutch for me, sure. Whatever.
Sounds like it,
care.
A crutch.
So
Luke is okay, go ahead.
It's great. It's great. But like some of the tricky things that I've been like trying to do, like just isn't gonna work in today's meta. Like putting Luke in a bus. I can't bring a bus. Like
I can't even bring a bus.
I can't because it'll just get shredded by bikes. Annihilated by bikes. Like no time to repair it because of bikes. And there's so many things I can't do.
Oh my god.
Because of bounty.
Man, you're dragging this out, man.
I still don't know what your list is other than Luke. I don't even know what kind of could be commander.
And if you bring Luke, so here's the thing: if you bring Luke, he's very selfish with his command cards. If you want to, you have to have a commander. So either it's a field commander. I'm not bringing a vehicle, or it's what's the other word? Generic officer. But generic officers are the juiciest of targets for bounty hunters. So not bringing those. And then we just get a bunch of white save commanders for rebels.
I know so much of what your list is not now, so thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're welcome. I'll tell you a little bit more about what it's not.
I thought we want to do a short episode. I hate this so much. I'm so upset right now.
So with Luke, you have to bring Lando, is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
Because he's selfish with his command cards.
Yeah.
So I've got Luke and Lando,
Okay.
and then never brought her before in my life to a tournament, Leia.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
Really.
Wow.
Leia's good.
Bring back the old times.
She's all right. That's an interesting combo.
CB's still good. CB's
I think you could have
CB
gone.
has some great alpha strike
Yeah.
against speeder bikes.
Yep.
Soften 3 of them up real quick, and hopefully it can like cut them in half before they get to me.
If someone's not paying attention with their snipers, you can erase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely sniper
For sure.
erasure.
Man,
But against
do you remember when it
pikes,
was like maximum firepower and CB, and that was the big play to remove a sniper?
Oh,
and
yeah.
like everyone's
I
like, rebels are
remember.
better because you can maybe remove 3.
You're waiting for that person to like hang out a sniper, and you're like, you stupid idiot.
you fool.
What?
You fall for my trap card.
You beat me to it, Evan. I was just gonna say.
So but that coordinated bombardment absolutely worthless against pikes.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
Garbo against pikes.
Yeah.
But I've got Lando, so I've got contingencies, so I've got another 1 pip option in case they're just full of pikes and no speeder bikes and no droids, and because I don't want to shoot CB into red saves either. It's
all pikes and no bikes.
I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark. I'm filled with pikes.
All right, so you got
serve. You gotta have serve, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Lando's 1 pip.
Yeah.
I don't.
I know.
I like it because it's a Sabak name. Like
Yeah.
pretty much like everything he is. I just don't play Rebels as much as I should. But all right, so we got Lando, Luke, and Leia. That's all you spit out in like 20
I bet
minutes.
you he's gonna have, let me guess, Rebel DLTs and pikes.
No pikes.
Vets,
Snipers.
Vets.
3 snipers.
Okay.
Two of the captain DLTs.
Yeah.
And 1 vet, 1 Mark II.
Nice.
See,
That's a lot of firepower. Yeah, that's
it is
good.
a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
The vet doesn't have a heavy weapon.
Oh,
that's
not as much firepower.
Okay.
Well, but the Mark
That's a lot
II
less.
the Mark II can fire support from either Lando or Leia. Like
that's
just
true.
keeping the backline safe from bounty hunters. Really, like
if you're
come into my range 3 bubble and
Yeah.
I will hurt you.
If you wanted to play real big brain, you put saber throw on Luke and then fire support the saber throw. There you go.
It depends. Like, I mean, I've done that against the Yoda Padme saber tank. I did saber throw fire support with Mark II into it. It was great. It was beautiful. I think he dodged 5 of it away, and I got like 2 wounds on it. But
I think he dodged.
All right.
Yep.
Well, it was because you did it with a saber tank. God.
Well,
Well, it's with Yoda. That's what it was.
he had
Yeah.
5 dodges.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like,
There you go.
I mean, you got to chew through it eventually.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to when Cody comes out to actually having a saber tank on the table, like not ironically or like
They're so fun.
Yeah.
They're so fun.
it's cool. It's cool to see a tank, man. Like
It is
I did,
great.
For last Rocky Top, which was all the way last year ago now. Or no, I guess not quite, but it was in the summer. I brought Anakin Saber. It was a lot of fun. I went 1 and 2, but very easily could have gone 2 and 1, if not 3 and 0, because they were very, very close games. No,
nice.
Okay.
yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, I agree with you.
Nice.
I'm ready for a commander that can just issue an order to him and
Sounds good.
carry on.
Right, Tim, what do we got?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to hear
goodness.
Tim's last.
Yeah, Tim
We
is
got to
last
we got to hear yours,
in so many ways.
Mr. Jay Shalansky number 3.
So I went back and forth. I've been trying a lot of different versions. I knew the bones of what I wanted to play was IG-88 and Triple Dues. The rest of it in flux. So what I finally settled on after trying out several iterations, I don't know if I like this, but I have not had a chance to practice it yet, so good luck to us. It's Naked Officer, because I have to have an officer. IG-88, only IG-88, which makes me nervous, but only IG-88. A Shore with an officer and a heavy, or like with a T-21.
Yeah, those slap pretty hard.
Yep, mortar. Dell and a Snow.
Okay.
Because Dell and IG work pretty well together
Yeah.
from what I've experienced. I played against that a couple times and it's been very annoying every time. Even though Dell is not that great by himself, I mean, you're getting some long range shots. Maybe you get some crits in there, you know.
What do
Yeah.
you mean not great? It's high velocity with like red dice.
With steady.
but
Yeah.
I've had
let
mixed
him
results with
finish.
him.
Let him finish.
I'm waiting
Dell's
for the
best-
downside.
Dell's best use every time I've seen him played recently is to repair IG-88. That's it. That's what he does. He's like, I'm here to serve, man. Let me give you some oil. And then 2 fully loaded pikes, so long range gun and capo.
Okay.
So almost all the core have courage too, which is nice. And then an extra body as well. And then triple dewback, all 3 of them have endurance, T21, and
Endurance.
the
Why would you
always
bring endurance?
I'll never play dewbacks without endurance. Tenacity can get out of here. I don't care. Tenacity doesn't mean anything if you're panicked off the board.
You just don't know how to play dewbacks.
Yes.
All right,
I just I'll hear all
Yeah,
these
you bring
first
Vader.
units and I'm like,
guys, I
let's go.
appreciate you inviting me on the cast.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. Hanging it up.
Yeah.
And then my other favorite thing on the dewbacks is hack comms on all 3.
Oh,
Which
that's good.
so
Hack
fun.
comms is
It's
juicy.
so good.
Yeah, that's a
once
good
you get
idea.
in there, once you get in there, you're set. You never have to worry about them orders wise again.
Yeah.
yeah, hack comms is like sometimes binder fodder. Like you don't ever think about it, but it has like, especially with dues, you just get it. Yeah, that's good. No,
Dues and Magnus both. I like putting it
Yep.
on there.
Yep.
Because it just gets you so much.
I'm with you.
So
on
many
that
order
one.
controls, and especially if you're attacking with 2 or 3 dewbacks at a time. Yeah, okay. Let's say you have a force user that goes. Okay, yeah, sure. You might lose a dewback to a force user. Okay, but then you have 2 more now that have orders and can go back to back and either re-engage or do whatever they need to do.
Dues are 70 points. That is wild.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah, they're so cheap.
yeah. It's great.
95 points for Tauntauns.
I'm saying this is what I'm saying. We talked about this last week with like clones about rolling back stuff.
Yeah.
I think taunts are one of those things. I think we over adjusted now with the new
So
meta.
much.
Let's roll it back.
I don't know, but I think Taunts
To like
really
80,
good.
85
Yeah,
points.
I think so.
I remember the oppression of Taunts.
Yeah, but it's a different.
but
it's a different meta.
They did the same thing where they turned 3 levers at once, you know?
The Taunt Empire is still fresh in my mind.
Yeah, it's not like they're going to still have disengage. It's
It's,
just,
Yeah.
I find it interesting that 3 of us brought Empire lists and they're pretty different. Like they're not like
Must be nice.
Well, I think
could have been
that's
4,
just-
but
so that's a huge
Never.
that's a huge draw for me for Empire right now, is because I can do so many different things with it. I don't like
Yep.
doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
So because I can because like you said, we can have three very different lists, all within the same faction. That's why. Whereas like if I play Republic, arguably I might like Republic better than Empire, which is blasphemous of me to say. But right now in the current state, I feel like there's only a few things you can bring and even have a prayer.
I mean, my list is mostly thematic. Besides Bosk, it's all Rogue One. Like I'm just playing an Empire side of Rogue One. Like
Oh, I should say. So for those that were not keeping track, it's 10x 796.
Oh, 96.
Which
okay.
Yeah, I don't think a 4-point bid probably won't matter, except for in that case right there is if I play someone that doesn't have a bid. So like I'm in that little weird bubble.
I have a 1-point bid.
Yeah, me too. Don't care.
See, so with a 4-point bid, I beat all three. There you go.
It's true.
I think I had like 9 points, and I was like, I'm not going to beat Blizzard.
Nope.
In a bid, so I don't care. And I stuck commanding presence on Lando, so I could get the range 4 orders out to Luke because they're not going to be close. And then offensive push on Lando.
Yeah. If I had the 5 points, if I had 1 more point, I'd probably just throw a command upgrade on the officer.
Grappling lines are only a point. The Snows can use some grappling lines, is all I'm saying.
Oh God. Dell needs to grapple.
You'd make, man, imagine if you won and you had grappling lines on anything and people would be like talking about that. Like, wow,
imagine if you put grappling hooks on or ascension cables on IG-88. And then he's just on that 3-pip where he gets the steady. I think it's a 3-pip. I don't forget which one it is. And he gets to
those little robo legs get places with that.
See, there you go.
Be fun. I've got a really strong feeling. This is what I love about where we're at in Legion right now, and I'll be honest, why I'm a little worried about any changes that AMG is about to bring down on us is because I really think there's only minor things that need to be changed with the game, like fix Republic a little bit. Like I don't even think Republic needs a ton. They just need a few changes here and there, and to be back in it. And I think the game is in like a perfect state right now because I don't think we're going to see. I think we're going to see a lot of Empire lists, and I don't think any of them are going to be the same. I think you may see a couple Blizzard Force lists that are, a version of Kyle's list that he's been playing just because Kyle's been playing it and doing well with it. But I think other than that, you're going to see all these random lists, like, and just all these variations.
And to your point too, like I think we're going to see a ton of double bounty right now because everyone other than Republic can do double bounty.
Yep.
But even within that, there's still so much variation you can have, especially for Empire, of course. But like you can have a lot of variation within the bounty list. So I think we'll see a lot of bounty hunters, but I don't think that's indicative that bounty hunters are a problem per se.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. They were a joke for a long time. Not a joke. Like,
how many bounties do you think people are actually collecting?
Well, that's what I was going to say. So people
don't even have to collect for it to affect the game.
Right. But think about like old boss lists, right? Like kind of like what Evan's bringing. Old boss lists. You don't really play that for bounty. You play it because Bosk is just a good piece that can put a lot of oppression downrange.
Great piece.
Now it's kind of that discussion of he can do that, but also bounty is so prevalent that we're kind of thinking about things, and I don't know. I think it's okay. Yeah, I think the big thing you want to address as far as fixing anything is, like you said, guard needs some tweaks, but you got to be careful because they could be easily overtuned, so easily. But then also just doing something to pikes. I don't know, making them less spammable, if nothing else. Some way to stop them from getting spammed.
Points increase, take away independent dodge. Or at least outmaneuver. Come on.
Outmaneuver from the game.
No, I think take away outmaneuver. Take away outmaneuver. Because it feels so bad if you roll crits and they just I'm just going to cancel all your crits.
Yeah.
Look, I just say, I'm not even going to try to kill you. I'm just going to, why don't you put some more suppression tokens on? Take a couple more suppression tokens.
And they're like, oh, great. Tokens. Now we get all these extra defense dice because we also have danger sense.
Yeah, you have danger sense too. How about two more? Maybe two more. Maybe two
With
more.
my list, I'm only going after pikes if you put them in front of me. Like if they're in the Dewback's way, like that's when I'll go after them. But other than that, even that also I'll withdraw and use my creature trooper rules to get an attack anyway.
All right, I got something for us. So
right.
between the two of us, Tim, we're bringing 5 dewbacks. How many dewbacks do we think are going to be at this tournament?
Oh, over under. All right.
Yeah. Now Evan's Evan,
Why did
his
we
little
talk about it?
eyes got
Yeah.
wide.
I bet you say.
If only there was some kind of show about over-unders that you could tune into on the Fifth Trooper Network.
If only.
Yeah, we should make one of those.
Yeah. I didn't even know we did that. Is that something we did?
That I do believe. But anyway.
Yeah. All right. A number of dewbacks? I'll take a guess.
All right.
So at least 5.
Good call.
You won.
So
Safe
65
bet.
people?
60,
I saw
let's say it's going to be it could have gone
63 active on cable
right now. Yeah. Okay.
So let's say 60. I'll just think 60 just to keep it.
Yeah,
even.
just
Sure.
And usually Empire shows up a little bit more than others, so 30-40% probably Empire. I think you're probably not going to be the only guys, maybe not triple, but I suspect double. So I'm going to say 12. 12 is my line. I think 12 dewbacks. And so Jay, over under 12 dewbacks.
I'm gonna go under.
Okay, how many do you think and why?
I'm gonna say 8. And I think because there's 5 between us, and I only think one other maniac is gonna bring 3. And so that's where I'm going.
Okay. We got 8. All right, John, what do you think?
I'm guessing 20 Empire players. I could guess maybe 4. Dewbacks have been in the wild for
people just
all year.
Yeah.
Like I've casually seen them. I saw them a lot a year ago at New Orleans, and a little bit less since then. But I think not because they're bad, just other options.
Yeah.
Could easily get 4 or 5 dewback lists. You two being 2 of them. Give it 2 more for each of those. That's 6 plus your 5. I'll undercut you at 11.
Oh, supermarket sweep me. All right. What was the last bid, Jay? 12? I'll tell you 11. That's
I had reasons for it.
I honestly, I really
go for the 13.
No, I'm
gonna say 12 and a half.
I think 12 is on the money. I really do. I think that's right about
it might
spot
be
on. Yeah. I think that feels right.
What I learned about the first over under we ever did was we guessed wildly high on just about everything. So
we extremely overanalyzed everything too.
Yeah. It turned out like Gar showed up in droves, and
we had no idea what we were saying.
And then I think Grammar said like 12 AATs or 2 or something, or 20 or something. Yeah, some wild but I think 12 because they're cool models. So there's the cool factor, right? Like they just look cool. They scream Star Wars. Put them on the table. Everyone goes, "Oh, hey, that's a dewback." There was this nice young kid at Gen Con, and he had one that was blue and one that was red. And he called them Sonic and Knuckles. That's it. And it's like they just get in there, man. They just run right up, and I'm like, that's rad, my dude. Like I hope you go far with this. I love a gimmick. So okay, all right, 12's pretty good.
I think they also can be, and this is tricky. I don't think this is your go-to strategy, but I think they can. If you catch a bike in melee, you can take out some bikes. Like again, it's hard to catch a bike, but if your opponent makes a mistake and like kind of puts them out there, sure.
Well, I think I think you can do it with your list with everything you have going on. I think both of our lists play to this, where you have part of your army doing what it's supposed to do. And then I think you can hold the dewbacks. Like if you are playing against bikes, you almost hold the dewbacks back and just cover your flanks for when those bikes try to come up and swallow up the rest of your army. You just go, nah, dog. Sure. And you just run run a dewback at them,
I think it really depends. And again, this is even though I've been changing the list around, the 3 dewbacks and 88 have been the constant for several games now, and that local tournament. The big thing I found is if it is a gun line, if I'm facing a gun line, unless there's some really good like line of sight blocking that I can hide those dudes behind, because you're not going to get barricade cover or whatever. you got to bum rush. You just got to go, and you have to go full. Don't this is not for a double negative, sorry, but don't not spur. Like always spur if you're facing a gun line. Like just go for it because you have to get in there. Because if you try and hold back, you're going to lose. They're just going to get eaten up, and they're going to die before they hit anybody. And then to your point too, of my core being able to do what they want to do. That's why this list looks the way it does. So last week when I played a really interesting game. I won't go all through it, but you can hear about it on Snapcast.
Hey, yo, no plugging. Get out of here.
Especially Stabcast. What are you, crazy? What is this? You're going to bring this podcast down a whole level. God.
That's fair. But no, it was a really, really educational game of double IG versus double IG. And then I have my dewbacks. He had a gun line, traditional gun line. And his gun line ate mine to pieces because turn one, I only spurred once. If I had spurred twice with all of them, one of them still would have died, but the other two probably would have gone into melee. And I still ended up winning, but it was closer than it had to be because of that.
And I think yes, I agree with everything you just said, but it's also highly table dependent, right? Sure. Like if you don't have any, if you have terrain blocking that they can't see your dewbacks, well, now you're playing a little bit different. You're playing a hide the lizard game.
Right. Well, and also,
hey, you play that in the privacy of your own home, okay?
Right.
Jay?
I'll play it wherever I want to play it. This is America.
After Dark, Patreon, everyone, Patreon. No, I should say too. So the iteration I played last week was 11 acts, but those core were all naked, other than a couple capels on the pikes to give him courage too.
He can say naked, but I can't say hide the lizards. This is baloney.
Against that gun line, that was terrifying. Like I was able to win again, but it was super close. And if he had just had one or two units get back there and start shooting them, like there's just red saves, and you're just kind of hoping to dice at that point.
Just red saves, he says.
You can't just trust dice like that. Like if you're trusting dice like that,
I agree.
Already losing in my mind.
Yeah, I think we talked about that. We've talked about that a lot on this podcast. Where like if it's something where you're leaving it in the hands of dice, then you've done something wrong. Like that's. So it was the internal discussion of, do I lose an act, and in this case it was IG-11, but do I lose an act to get beefy core and to like have everyone beefed out? And I think the answer is yes. I think the amount of guns and firepower and mobility and versatility I add into the list by losing 11, both IG-11 and 11 acts, is okay. It makes up for it. I go back and forth, so we'll see if I'm right. It'll be a good test for it. So. It'll be fun. For me, I haven't played this list in 2-3 years, so it'll be interesting to get this on the table again. For me, this is just for fun. I'm just looking to have a good time. I don't want to be like super stressed about anything, so PAX is one of those events where it's more of a like, I just want to be chill at this one. It's not really a high stress event for me. All right, so let's talk about predictions. What do we think? Ooh. Let's do what's going to make it into the top 4.
Top 4, top 8.
Did I stutter? I said top 4.
Well, no, you didn't stutter, but I thought maybe
is this your podcast?
Yeah. I thought perhaps you were wrong.
Listen, we don't talk about nonsense stuff, okay? That's top 4. Who cares about top 8?
Only about hiding the lizard, but no nonsense.
That's right. That's right.
Strictly business.
Top 8's not getting flights. Top 4 is. Let's worry about
4 of the top 8 are, but yeah.
Let's worry about top 4, Tim. Good God.
Okay.
Well, no dewbacks are making it.
Double 2.
All right, let's start there.
Look at this. Look at this.
I think Vader dues might give a possible run for your money. I don't think pound for pound they win every time, but I think
I've tabled a couple Vader due lists.
Yeah,
listen to this,
man. I think Blizzard is better.
Wow, this guy is the worst.
I hope we get paired up again.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've got Luke this time. No little gremlin Yoda.
I have 2 ATSTs. They do not care about Luke.
Oh my God!
I've got a picture I could show you of Luke versus double ATST. It was great.
Okay, I'll give you $5 American if you kick Luke to death with an ATST.
All right.
The ours will just like boop, just the.
I will literally run both of my ATSTs at Luke. Just kick. I won't even care. That'll be my whole goal. John won't even know what to do. Just like, oh wait, this is for real? Like, yeah.
No, he'll send a Skywalker and then kill them both in like one turn.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it's all fun and games. You think that
it will be great.
But Son of Skywalker can go well, but it can also roll like 2 hits as well.
It can.
I've seen
that's
that
true.
happen.
I saw Alpaz do that at Nova. I saw him roll blanks and then re-roll, like, okay, here we go, blanks and then blank. Like, it was just probably the worst Son of Skywalker I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I had that happen to me in an Invader League game. I was like, this gonna win me. Yoda was like on 1 health. I ran Luke right at him, Son of Skywalker, and literally got no hits. And I was like, all right, well, that's the game. Great.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So top 4.
Top 4. Come on. Evan's keeping us on track.
I think probably going to be, I want to say 2 double bounties, or no, a double bounty, a Blizzard, Rebel.
Okay, hold on. Double bounty. So
do you want specific list archetypes that you're looking for?
Or close? Yeah.
Okay, so it's a double bounty. I think that's pretty good. There'll be one guy who's really good at it.
Which bounty hunters though? That's the thing.
Probably 11 Boba. I mean, no, I'm sorry, 88 Boba.
88 Boba.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good. Rebels will probably be some hero hammer. So like 4 heroes.
Maybe like a Luke, Leia, Lando thing. Like,
if you had another operative,
if I had to guess.
You had to get in there.
No, I don't think that's going to make it. I think the pilot of that has just been really running Yoda for too long and doesn't know what he's doing anymore.
The problem is the pilot doesn't believe in ribs.
What? Running Yoda too long.
Then
Get
there'll be a
out of
Blizzard
here.
Force. There'll be a Blizzard Force.
Yeah, for sure.
I guarantee at least one. And then probably, I'm gonna take a long shot and say some CIS list. I think maybe it's honestly Clonny Double Ion's still good. Like, it never really got bad. Turns out the ion guns kill vehicles and people the same. Like, you just throw a lot of dice and you die. Like, I don't know. But I think it's gonna be a surprise. The 4th one's gonna be a surprise. That's all I know.
4th one's a surprise. I think you're gonna see.
What flavor is this? Surprise.
God, please be like Invasion Force. Please be Invasion Force.
God, I think actually, honestly, I think you're going to see a double AAT Invasion Force.
Yep.
Because double AAT. Obviously, Blizzard Force, like almost certainly Blizzard Force. More specifically, I think Blizzard Force will have Vader in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vader Blizzard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I've seen both do really well, but I think the Vader one's better. But Vader Blizzard Force, Maul Pike spam, probably a bus, but at least Maul Pike spam.
Okay.
Maul Pike spam. That 4th one. You know what? I think we'll have good representation there. I think you'll have Rebels with Op Luke.
Yeah,
Op Luke Sabine.
Accurate.
No. Yeah, Op Luke. Yeah.
Sabine is trash right now.
Yeah.
I want, that was another thing. Like, I wanted to build with Sabine, but dodges in cover, like crit dodges in cover, like she's not gonna do anything.
It's not effective anymore.
Luke in. There you go.
All right. I'm gonna say you know what? I'm gonna base mine on the people I know that are going. So I'm gonna say a Blizzard Force is gonna make it. I think Mike Dash's Barry's gonna be there. I guarantee he'll make it with, he's probably playing, if he's still playing his Anakin Padme Pikes.
Yeah, I'm sure
list. He'll make top 4 because
I think he'll make top 8 for sure.
Yeah, he's got that list pretty tuned in. And then I would say, yeah, I think I'd like to see a CIS or Shadow Collective in that 3 spot. And then I think number 4 is going to be a I think it's going to be an Empire list, non-bounty, snow Blizzard.
Non-bounty,
non-double bounty. How about that? Non-double bounty.
A non-double bounty?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Hey, that means it could be me. All right. Hey, here we go. Yay.
So it could be a boba list. It could be like an Iden triple bikes list. I think something like that.
Yeah.
Could be a double ATST double dewback list. We don't know.
Who could say?
Just spitballing. Could be anything.
I don't think John's gonna make it to the top 4.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right.
Damn.
I'll see you there. I'll see you at the top 8 cut.
All right. Oh God.
I mean,
if we get matched up in top 8 again, I swear to God,
Oh man, it'd be beautiful.
It would be. I'm gonna remember this moment.
It's miserable on so many different levels because you don't
like it's just garbage.
Yeah, any of you guys, like, you don't want to play your friends at that top. Like, you'd rather meet them earlier in because you just want, like, when all that's on the line, like, it just becomes that much more stressful when you're playing like one of your buddies. It's just the worst,
Agree.
And honestly, out of our 2 lists, John, I have no idea how it would go. Like, I think they're both.
No, I don't think my list is good. So I mean,
it's pretty. They're both.
Nick's got great tables, so
yeah.
Please, Luke, hop from terrain to terrain.
Right.
Get to that ATST and cut it in half.
All right, Johnny boy, what do you got for your top 4?
Definitely operative Luke. 100% operative.
I think that's true. I think it's true. I think Op Luke could get there.
I don't think so.
And I think Lando adds a lot of spice to operative Luke, so probably some Lando action. And then Leia is a great counter pick, counter meta pick. So probably something with all 3 of those.
You lost me there.
That's all 4 lists are going to be something like that.
No. Probably, I'm thinking maybe in one list. If you had all 3 of those, it might be really good. Blizzard Force for sure, because I hate it. Pikes are going to be in at least 2 of the lists. At least 2 of the top 4 lists are going to have Pikes. I don't think Shadow Collective. I don't think they make top 4. I think the strength that came from that release was just the ability to add Pikes to anything you want. It's possible we see clones. I'm not going to bank on clones making top 4. There's a lot of Pierce out there. People are taking the high velocity snipers to counter Pikes, and that destroys clones too. But probably 2 Imperial, with one of them being Blizzard, at least one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go with some wacky Rebel list as a 4th. Double Imperial, double Rebel.
Okay.
There always seems to some Rebel list come out of the woodwork, and I'm like, dang, wish I played that.
Tauntauns, man. Tauntauns are coming back. Telling you.
Raka. What was that?
Wish.
That was that guy at Kanto with the triple Wookiees, triple taunts. God,
Dude, that was terrifying.
Yeah, that list was awful terrifying to play against. Yeah.
I should have lost to that for sure.
Yeah,
I almost changed my mind last minute, like last night, last minute, and changed to triple Wookiee, Chewbacca, Wookiee Commander, Gar list, just to go full just run straight at you.
Yeah,
John, I'll be honest with you. There was a few minutes last week I was painting up Wookiees, and I'm like, maybe I'll just bring John's Yoda list. I was like, I've lost against Yoda so many times. I know how he plays now that I'm like,
he's so
good. What? Maybe I'll just bring John's Yoda triple Wookiee list and see how I fare with it.
Very short range.
Yeah,
but it is good.
And
maybe on Nick's tables,
yeah,
Nick tends to have a lot of good tables with some enough LOS blocking.
Yeah.
So it might have been another chance for them to shine. But I think that list is only going to get better / cheaper though. I don't think it's getting hit by the
hammer.
Here's an early prediction for you. Even I think this is good even before points cut, but post points cut. Here you go. Yoda phase 2 mortars.
Oh no.
It's a good list. I played it several times.
No.
I'm positive with it. Who cares? Range. You have so much suppressive in that.
2 dice range. Dude, I've played the suppression game.
Yoda
Trust me.
Suppression list. It's where it's at.
But that's not how you do it. You do it with long gun Wookiees.
I like my barks instead, but fair enough. I see your point.
Well, you could take barks, right? But instead
like
of
naked barks.
sinking money into
Yeah, I don't
phase
like
twos,
barks.
you put it in a unit that can still move and shoot.
That's what
and
fives
then,
is
yeah,
there for.
It's just better.
Guys, it's fine. Gar's not good. Okay, just
I mean, yeah,
Just
there's that too.
It's a good time.
just deal with it. I think they're just. I think they're on the cusp, and they just need a few tweaks, and I think they could make a comeback.
I think a few tweaks and they could easily be once again a problem. But hey, you know what?
I think the
it's
players
okay.
are trying really hard to make Gar good.
Yeah.
And so like a couple of these lists and like a couple of these players have been rising to the top, but it is not accessible for all players.
That's
What is this? Macho Man Randy Savage plays Gar. It's the cream of the crop.
rise to the top.
Yeah.
Yoda is the cream.
Yeah. It's the Ric Flair of lists.
That's no wrong person, but yeah, okay, sure. Ric Flair of list would be probably Blizzard Force right now.
Oh
Just
yeah,
painted
like
gold.
you love to hate him, but it
Yeah.
still just keeps winning. You need your the American Dream, not Cody Rhodes. Who is Cody Rhodes' dad? Anyway, that used to be the big feud, right? Was Ric Flair versus Rhodes.
Randy Rhodes. No.
Randy Rhodes. And he was his things like
Rocky Road. I don't know.
Rocky Road. It was I've dined in kings and queens and eaten franks and beans on the American Dream. You need that like scrappy comeupping guy. You need like it's gonna be like somebody's like, I brought Yoda. I brought not Yoda. It's gonna be Han, Chewie, Lando, Leia, or something. It doesn't quite feel like that, but like it's gonna be some goofy list that just walks over it, and then everyone's like, "Yeah, man, Rebels forever."
Well, that's the thing, right? Like
Rebels forever.
The way meta and the way it all shakes out now is we really don't know what's going to be in the top four.
Like, that's true. Other than Blizzard Force.
Blizzard Force, right? But still,
100% Blizzard Force.
The other three, you're kind of going, I have no idea. Like
it could all be Blizzard Force. Who knows?
It could be double bust swoop. I don't know.
Could be. Evan. Is that what you're playing? No.
I mean,
if it's not you, it's not happening, son.
I thought about it. I'm like, man, I already did it. Like, moving on.
Yeah, I'd say that was the hardest thing about picking anything. I just I hate to say this, but I just didn't care.
It's the points. If we didn't have points like coming, like it's good. I'm up for new points.
Yeah.
But it's at mid time where like they're coming, they're soon, and like you're just kind of like waiting to see what the shoe falls.
Yeah.
Right? So you're like,
we'll have like 6 weeks to prep for LVO.
What's interesting to me though, to that point is I think there's two camps you could fall in, and as a whole, Legion could fall into as a community. Like you could fall into the I don't care, so I'm not going to bother playing. Like I'm just going to go do something else with my early December, or hey, let's all just go have a good time. Yeah, and I'm very happy that we've all decided collectively to say,
there is a chance.
Let's just go have a good time.
The good old days, and you're living it right now. And then after middle of the month,
I think there's a very good chance.
It's the end times for the game. So that's a little extreme, but like,
I'm sorry, I don't mean like that.
Get like a 15-point increase. I'm just gonna go.
The office's quote that always gets me is, like I wish someone told you when the good old times were, so you could enjoy them while you had them. And so this is like.
I don't mean good old times as far as like game's over. I just mean as far as
no, I don't mean that, but like
that's how we took it, Tim. So
the end.
No, but it does sound like all of us here at least, and hopefully everyone else who's playing is kind of just going, let's just go have some fun. Like
But I think that's what's great too, and this is we don't have to have this conversation, but I think it's great because it also opens up. It's great because it opens up a lot of doors. Like let's say you've never played Republic Wookiees and you're like, hey, I got a squad, I bought them whenever they came out, I didn't play them. This is a great opportunity, not just PAX, but the atmosphere of Legion right now is a great opportunity to say like, let me throw them on the table. Maybe I really enjoy them. Maybe they get a buff and then I enjoy them even more, but
One last thing. America won its game in the World Cup.
Hey yo.
Yes, it did.
Hey.
saw that.
So that means they're
It's
in the
very
next.
nice.
They're in the
Single
knockoff
elims.
bracket, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
Knockout bracket, but yeah.
The knockoff bracket.
Yeah,
The so-and-so bracket.
Overseas.
Did I say off or out? What did I say?
Off.
you said
Knock-
you said knock off.
Knock off.
That's what I want to do is knock off, go to bed.
Oh man, it's really grinding those late hours there.
Well,
All right.
it's the
Well,
weight
on
of
that note,
it's the weight of the children
On
and the responsibilities
Yes.
on my soul.
Captain
really-
No Kids.
Hey, dogs, are you okay?
No kids,
Yeah,
no
the
way.
dogs are okay, so I'm good. I can't really.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
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 All right.
All right.
All right. Hey,
Yeah.
thanks guys for joining us. Thanks for listening. We hope we see you at PAX. Come say hi. I'll have a bunch of giveaways like I usually do. And just come
I'll sign
tell
autographs
us.
for Fifth Trooper and Stabcast at the same
Yeah.
time. So
hey, yo.
He's been authorized. We're gonna, he'll have official Fifth Trooper rookie cards that he gets
Rookie
sign.
cards.
Oh,
that'd
it'll be like a
hilarious.
jersey card, but my jersey's actually part of my Stabcast jersey. It'd be great. It's...
Yeah. We just tape our logo over it.
Amazing.
All right.
Scotch tape.
I'm thinking about making you rookie cards now and bringing them
Oh, God. Oh,
with like
God.
stats on the back and everything.
Got
for
like
you.
2 days.
What 000? Yeah.
Yes.
Man.
All right.
All right.
2 days.
2 days.
John, I could change the world in 2 days, son. It's
Can
all
you?
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like it though.
We'll see. All right. Well, thanks for staying this long. If you're a Patreon member tomorrow, today is Tuesday 29th, right? So tomorrow is Wednesday the 30th. We will be doing a live Q&A on our Patreon channel, so come join that. Other than that, hopefully we'll see you at PAX, and if not, we'll see you down the road. So thanks everybody for coming. Thanks, guys. I'm not going to do our normal sign out, so whatever. We're the Scoundrels.
What? No, it's you're Jay Shalansky. I'm Jay Shalansky.
I'm Jay Shalansky.
And I'm Jay Bushfax Shalansky.
And when everyone's Jay Shalansky, no one is.
Stay Shalansky, cheese bags.
Yes, they say.
Oh.